If I had an audience with President Trump, this is what I would tell him. I would tell him, Mr. President, it is good that you believe in God, but belief is not enough. You also must seek to do His will. As a president of the largest nation on earth, militarily, economically, influentially, you have the power to seek justice and righteousness and put sanctions on those who oppose those measures. You have the power to stop those horrible massacres of Christians in Nigeria, in Syria, in Turkey and everything else, Armenia. There are so many massacres happening right now in this very day all around the world on religious backgrounds. Muslims slaughtering Christians and the governments do absolutely nothing. Well, you, Mr. President, you can stop this if only you put God first. You made it your goal to pursue economy, to improve the economy, to chase the economy. Don't you know what the Lord said? Seek ye the kingdom of God first, everything else will be given unto you. Why do you seek the economy? Seek to do God's will. And you know what God's will is because you come from a conservative background. You grew up in the church. You have a Bible. You even sell the Bible. Your new American Bible that you've advocated and promoted, you said we need more religion in America. Well, why don't you lead the way? By leading the righteous cause to protect the helpless and the needy and the poor, the widow and the orphan, those who do not have the strength to fight for themselves. That's your job as the leader, as the president. In your country first, because that is your domain, and use that influence of yours to do so all around the world. There are great things that you can do, Mr. President, if only you would humble yourself before your Maker and seek to do His will wholeheartedly. Again, I say it is not enough to believe. It is not enough to confess. After all, Jesus Himself said in the Gospel of Matthew, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." Being a Christian, allegedly, is not enough. Who else says to Jesus, "Lord, Lord," but the Christians? But the Lord said it's not enough to say, "Lord, Lord." You also must do His will. And what is God's will? That you lead by justice and righteousness, truth. Put Him first. Glorify His name, not your own, Mr. Trump. You have your name raised up on many buildings. But how many times have you lifted up the name of the Lord, proclaimed His truth, fought with those who pervert justice? Starting with your very cabinet, your advisors, people that are sexually immoral, people that are deceitful, people that lie, people that do all kinds of abominable things from the law's perspective. Remember, it is God who set the measure, Mr. President. You are a steward, much like many of His other leaders and kings throughout the generations. Yes, you've been anointed. Yes, you've been appointed. You've been blessed, Mr. President, with all the influence and power that you have, but what are you going to do with it? Do you not know that you will give an account at the day of judgment? and be judged righteously according to what you have done? In the book of Isaiah, the Lord called Cyrus, the king of Persia, his anointed one, his Mashiach, if you will, Messiah. Cyrus is my anointed one. Yes, absolutely. But what does that mean? Does that mean that Cyrus gets away with judgment? No, it just means he is appointed and anointed for a certain task. And so are you, Mr. President. You've been anointed in this time of trouble to do God's will, to assist the Israeli people, to deliver the hostages out of captivity, to strengthen them, to give them what they need, to provide for them in this time of distress. But there is more that you can do, more than you can do than just the Israeli people. After all, the Lord said, the entire earth is mine. There are other people who are suffering in your very nation. You put so much emphasis on immigration. Well, what about the people who are native to your land? Are they not suffering? Those whom you put in reservations? Those whom your forefathers slaughtered and killed? You live in a continent that is built on immigration. And the Lord said to the people of Israel, remember the foreigner. Love the foreigner as yourself. Give him his rights. Do what is just and right as a fellow human being. Love your brother, yes. Love your neighbor, yes. And also love the foreigners living amongst you. And all of you together honor the Lord's Sabbath, which is a commandment from God, not from Israel. He said, this is my holy day. This is my Shabbat. You are to do no work. You, your brother, your mother, your sister, your daughter, your son, your animals, your donkeys, your servants, your maids, the foreigner living amongst you. The Shabbat, the seventh day of the week, is a day of rest for everybody. It is commanded for everyone and anyone who wishes to enter his kingdom, Mr. President. The Lord does not have favorites. It does not matter how powerful you are and how much influence you are. In his sight, you are just like the rest of us, human being. So seek to do what is just and right, for your sake and the sake of your fellow men who are under your command and under your influence. There is a lot of great things that you can do, Mr. President, if only you put your heart to it. Stop trying to appease the enemies of God, all of those liberals, all of those Muslims, all of those atheists. You only have to play to the audience of one, and that is your Maker. If you please him, don't worry about anything else. Everything else will take care of itself. Your enemies will flee before you. You wouldn't even have to fight. The Lord will fight your battle because you will fight his. Speak the truth. Pursue righteousness. Act with justice. And promote his will above all else. Then you will be thoroughly and abundantly blessed.